Okay, so the announcement from DreamEdge and the Ministry of International Trade and Industry regarding the new National Car project has concluded. We were taken on a brief tour of DreamEdge's facilities in this building here in Cyberjaya, and we were given an explanation as to what DreamEdge's business is about, where they've spent most of their time since conception, what a lot of their clients are about, the sort of business practices and operations that they get up to. Now, while we were satisfied by the explanations given by them regarding their fields of business and their main operations and the majority of their work up to this point, what we did not receive clarification on, and we still don't have clarification on, is exactly how they intend to deliver the new national car, because it seems to us that they don't have a lot of expertise in terms of mass market production. They don't have a lot of expertise in volume prototyping and so on. They are very much a new company that is embarking into the automotive sector with little to no experience in the actual production of vehicles, because up to this point they've only been involved in the prototyping and simulation of production practices and so on. They haven't actually been involved in the production of it. And even in the press conference, it was clarified by the founder and CEO of DreamEdge that their manufacturing will likely be outsourced as opposed to being done in-house. Now, another thing that remains a little bit up in the air is exactly how their technical partnership with Daihatsu Japan is going to work, because as you know, Daihatsu is a publicly listed company, and a lot of the responses to our questions that we put forward during the press conference were that DreamEdge is a private business, as a private company, and so there are a lot of details that cannot yet be released. In fact, there are some questions raised considering that the agreement between DreamEdge and Daihatsu appears to be so flimsy. There is concern that Daihatsu might not have even been made aware of this press conference, which could lead to some major issues in the Japanese stock market. Now, as far as we're concerned, we understand this is a hot button topic. We cannot say concretely as to how this will play out, if this is the correct strategy, or in fact if DreamEdge is anything more than hot air in terms of the actual production of this national car. It seems clear that they're quite established in the industries and businesses that they're already involved in, but in order to go into the automotive sector, it's a very different ball game. It's a very different animal. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see if DreamEdge has what it takes to get into the sector properly. Now, it's worth mentioning, of course, as the Minister for International Trade and Industry, YB Darrell Liking, chose to emphasize multiple times that this endeavour does not involve any public funding. This is an entirely privately funded business, and it's an entirely privately funded initiative, and the government will be supportive in terms of providing the licenses and the agreements and the freedom and capability to go about their business, but there will be no public funding used. However, the minister did also clarify that if DreamEdge becomes, if they become entitled to tax breaks and tax incentives in the future as they go about their business, then that may be applied to them if they are approved, of course. Now, as we clarified earlier, this press conference was predominantly a lot of hot air. There's a lot of things that we still don't know, that they were not very forthcoming about. We're still very concerned with how they intend to go about this, but at the moment, that's all we can report to you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next Sunday.